Hello and welcome to the Build With Baer Workshop. My name is Pat Baer. I'm here to build a model kit and to hang out with all of you. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the emote in the chat. If you are currently a subscriber, you can apply with those emotes. If you're not currently a subscriber, you can use other people's emotes or, the global emotes that exist for everyone on Twitch, or you can just say hi or choose to be silent. Whatever you want to do, you got options. Dirty is here. Welcome, Dirty. Happy to have you here on this fine Monday evening. It's Monday, and you know what that means. I'm going to work on a model kit. I got the Helios Gundam here, and I think we can finish the backpack and the weapons during the stream. I didn't super promote the next kit I'm working on, the Beyond Global RX-782. I have that. I can grab that. I have to reach to get it, but I can get that because we might get into that kit during the stream because we do have some stuff to do here, but we don't have like a lot to do. We got to finish the backpack, which we barely started, and then we got to build the weapons. Part of the weapons are in the backpack, so it's not like a lot that needs to get done, but it's still like a decent amount. A few things. We got a few things to do around here. I'm hoping a few more friends decide to join us tonight. If it's just a casual, chill Monday, that's also okay. I'm not going to be like, oh no. I mean, look. Do I like it when a bunch of people hang out and watch the streams? Of course I do. Would I prefer we have like a ton of people here all the time? Yeah. But I get it. I think I've got my lighting. My lighting is still like not perfect. Because I have 3 monitors and they are like too close. So the lighting doesn't really prevent that from being very noticeable, but it's better than it was on like Thursday. And I think it's better than it was on Saturday. I think I've kind of got that figured out. The PC, the new PC, is currently on the floor, so I am not getting fan noise pointed at the microphone, which is great. So that's helpful. Can't do that in the bedroom. When I move back there, I won't be able to put it on the floor there because of the carpeting, unless I get myself... because the thing with this case is that it is raised up a bit, but not enough really to justify putting it there. So I am looking around the house for something that I could put this on. I'm trying to find like a low, like bench thing, just some kind of thing that I could that I can like find and repurpose so that it has a little basically what I need is a step stool. I just need something to put this on so that it is not on the carpet, but I could put it below the desk, which will be great. Dirty says, evening Pat, had a boon today where I went to go get my oil changed. I found out I had enough points to get it free. So I was able to spend my oil change money on grabbing Shin Tensei 4 and Shin Tensei Soul Hackers on the 3DS. Hell yeah. Also, Lord Crashington is saying, hey, Lord Crashington. Yes, Soul Hackers indeed. Getting ready for Soul Hackers 2 without the Shin Megami Tensei or Devil Summoner name on there. That's awesome. Congrats, Dirty. I'm glad. It's always nice when you're like, wait, that's free? Surprise free is great. Just like finding $20 in your pocket when you're like, I haven't worn this coat in a long time. Why is there money in this pocket? Hell yeah. Thanks, past me, for forgetting where you put your money. Like those surprises can be pretty fantastic. So yeah, the new computer's been running good. I got all the programs running. I think I got OBS pretty much how I want it. Again, still figuring out. I'm tweaking the old lighting a bit here. The main problem is I can't really do a lot of lighting stuff until the evening, so I am limited on when I can like tinker with it because I do record some stuff during the day, but for the most part, I record in the evening, especially in this particular room, because these are, you can see, I got a bunch of windows back here. I also have a bunch of windows this way and a bunch of windows that way. It's just all windows. So it's not great to film stuff in here during the day too often, although I do end up on a webcam for work-related stuff now and again. Dirty says, I spent 1 hour and 45 minutes waiting on the oil change by playing Shin Megami Tensei 5 in the waiting area. I didn't even notice time flying by. That's always nice, right? I definitely missed my subway stop on the way home from work more than once because I had been playing like a Pokemon or something on my 3DS. I definitely missed a few. There were definitely moments where I'd be like, shit, I'm going to have to walk. Because it's too late for me to go and wait for the other train because it would be like 1 a.m. I definitely did that. At a certain point, I stopped playing my 3DS on the way home from work because I would run into problems. I'm going to see what we got going on here. All right. I think we're just going to get into it. We don't have a ton of folks with us tonight, but that's okay. It happens. I did get a few new followers today, and I'm hoping they come in and hang out. I was hanging out in Will Smith's chat, Internet's Will Smith, formerly tested as Will Smith, many years ago. Formerly is weird to say for that. But I was in there chatting about some stuff, and Will gave me a shout out, which was nice. Also, I didn't realize this till Sunday. I got a Nextlander shout out because their Friday stream, they were checking out Model Builder, which was great because I'm not going to buy Model Builder. That doesn't seem like a thing I want to build or I want to play. We'll go to the overhead and get into working on this kit. You can see we got the Helios here. We're getting close to finishing this up. We are body complete. We got the backpack to put on, the wings, and then we got the weapons to build. Lashbrook throwing in the emotes in there. Welcome, Lashbrook. Hello. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's build. Let's do a little build it on this kit here. We'll put that over here so you can see it hanging out, watching as I work on the backpack. We got 2 sets of a bunch of different things here. Well, of course, some stickers coming in. Because we do have quite a few stickers left, and you can imagine these are mostly going to be on the wings, giving us this green effect. Although some of that is because these are like the beam effects mostly, which is fine. It's not my favorite, but sure. So we will certainly be adding in some stickers here. So each of these. That's that one. And then, yeah, so each of these is going to connect into that. Nextlander was looking at a couple things, and while they were doing the model kit, model builder, it was very nice that Alex gave me a shout out that if people liked Gunpla streams, which is very kind of him, and I appreciate that very much. Never ended up ever building anything with Vinny. That has been a regret, especially since we don't live in the same area anymore. That I never got a chance to do any building with Vinny. I did some building with Dan, and then I did some building with some former Giant Bomb folks like Austin and Patrick and well, of course Danielle Waypoint. So I did some Waypoint stuff, which was very nice. I very much enjoyed that. It was very fun to build Gunpla with Austin. That was a lovely treat. I was very thrilled to be able to do that. We had hit like a fundraising goal. Like it was a thing of like, hey, if we hit this much money in this amount of time, then Austin and I we're gonna stop playing video games, and Austin and I are gonna build these little SD kits. And we hit it like instantly. And it was a nice thing because it was like, Austin, I'm giving you the gift of working on a model kit, which you don't have the time to do. And so that was really fun. Now, I mean, obviously he's not there, but now if with Waypoint Plus, there's definitely probably room in the budget at Waypoint for a model kit building stream. So, of course, there's nobody there that would particularly want to do it, which is, a shame. But there certainly would be. And of course, Jan has done some Lego very briefly in Giant Bomb. But I like that. I liked that I was able to bring that to various stream friends. My love of it. Never had a chance to build something with Vinny yet. Yes, the Arctic Sloth. That's, first off, hi, welcome. And that is a nice way of looking at it. That is, yes. Vinny and I have not had the opportunity to do any model kit building together yet. But someday we should. Because I really enjoy it. And I know that if I can continue to bring that to people of like, hey, here's an excuse for you to do something you already want to do, but we can make it content. I think that's fun. That is a fun thing. And obviously, I very much enjoy the model kit building and the Lego building. I don't have any, you know what? Right now, I don't have any Lego sets waiting for me to build. I'm going to have to fix that issue. I'm going to have to get some Lego here in the backlog. The last thing we did was the Valentine's Day, which was a week ago. So it wasn't like it's been a while. It's just I don't have anything in the backlog to build. I was doing some of those Champions the car series stuff, the real cars, which are fun, but like they're not necessarily like exactly what I want to be building. But they are fun. All right, let's attach some stuff here. We got stickers. We got a piece of blue to put on here. And then we will do panel lining once we do that. So we need B10. This is E. We need D10, and then we need we need to put on a sticker, and then we'll do panel lining because these are all like we're gonna do a little bit of here and there, and then like start putting them all together. But we'll panel line as we go because it's easier to get at parts like that. You know, some people do the panel lining on a part by part basis. I like to do it in segments often. If it's like a leg, sometimes I'll do it all at the very end, you know, for a high grade. Then when we get into master grades, we get into real grades, and we're getting into higher detail. It sometimes is good to just be like, oh, I'm just going to pause here, and then I'm going to get back into it. Dirty says, thinking about buying the 1,222-piece Horizon Forbidden West tall neck Lego kit that's coming out in May. That does look great. My advice that I will give anyone here about Lego, particularly licensed Lego, so not necessarily Ninjago or the 3-in-1s or the city stuff. Jesse says that sounds like a lot of Lego. Yes, that definitely sounds like a lot of Lego. But my general advice for folks is, if you have any interest in a Lego set, get it as soon as you can, because Lego does not depreciate in value. It doesn't. Sometimes it goes on sale, but it rarely goes on sale. Get it, because the third party market, especially licensed stuff, because even like, you know, a property that might not feel to you like it's like a banger property that everyone cares about, like Overwatch used to be huge and isn't right now. The Overwatch Lego is still expensive if you want to get that now, and it's pretty cool. But that's still going to be really pricey because you know, the Lego company doesn't like reissue, that they don't really re-release, and you know, you're like this Star Wars stuff is already so expensive, and it only gets pricier after it gets retired or just is done. Lord Crashington wants me to hit that ska button. I will in just a moment. Let me hit this line right here, finish this panel. All right, we got all the blue we need, or all the black we need on that blue. And now we'll hit the old ska button. As always, friends, ska is not a mistake. Ska is not bad. It's just that sometimes, like all art, sometimes artists are bad. Be it their music, their interpretation of the sound, or their own personal fucking garbage opinions. But the genre is not at fault. I think I'm going to splurge on that with tax refund money. Hell yeah, Lord Crashington. Get that Lego. It's definitely higher up on my buy list than the $700 Star Destroyer. Yeah, I don't... Like, I usually don't even look at Big Gundam, right? Or not Big Gundam. I look at Big Gundam. I don't always look at Big Lego. Like, the Baby Yoda that we built, the child, I don't know if I would have bought that for myself, but I was very happy to receive it. I should probably put a few more Lego things on my wish list. My wish list right now is feeling a little meager. Although the next thing we're building is something off the Amazon wish list. It is the Beyond Global RX-782, which is part of the anniversary. No poly caps, one sticker. The only stickers are for the eyes, which is fucking great. That is going to be a very fun build to put together. That's coming up next. And that was bought off my wish list. But yeah, I don't have a lot of like really exciting things on there. I got to get a few more items that would pique people's interest. I think it's about 2.5 PG Gundams. Yeah, I mean and also I'm not really looking at like perfect grades. I mean, I've been happy to build perfect grades before. I'll probably end up building them again, but like I don't think no, I've said this on stream before. I don't ever want to build a unicorn ever again. And I'm starting to feel that way about the Strike family of Gundam. Like, I don't want a Strike real grade. Like, I just don't want to build one. The Strike isn't annoying in the same way that the Unicorn and the Banshee are annoying to build. But I'm just like tired of building Strikes. I think I still have a Strike. Do I have the Strike Ale still in my backlog? I think I do. I'm going to look really quickly because I have photos of every kit that I have in my backlog so that I can, let me just real quick check this out because I do keep my backlog of stuff. Yes, the Ale Strike is still in my backlog. So like, I'm definitely not bored with, but kind of done with Strikes. Like I said, we still have one to build. I'll build it. I'm happy to build it. I bought it. But like, I'm not excited about new, like any kind of Strike. I built the ones I think were fun, and now I'm building the other ones, and it's fine. I'm happy to build them. But yeah, they don't really fill me with excitement. And then, like I said, Unicorns and the Banshees, I think the Banshee still looks great. The Banshee Norn is still a fantastic looking kit. It's just those are pains in the asses to build. And so I'm not like super jazzed about putting them together. We'll put that there. And, despite the fact that it's just a basic ass kit, it's basically going to be the same heavy arms from before with some new stuff. I'm going to get that new heavy arms. It was announced the Heavy Arms like 1.5 is coming out, which was like the mid-season update where it's so instead of like the Hell or like the Shenlong to Altron upgrade, it's not like the full upgrade. It was just like, yeah, the Heavy Arms got like a bit of a minor makeover, and it's I'm gonna pick that up. It's gonna be basically the same kit. It's not just like an add-on. But I like that heavy arms was fun to build, and if I can, say wing kit stuff does okay. Like people have nostalgia for wing. So if I'm choosing to build a wing kit, my numbers could bump up a hot little bit, and I get more people to hang out, which is great. New friends are always good, or returning friends always good. So I would be interested to see. I'll probably pick that up. Also, I got to buy new stuff, and I would like to buy new stuff that isn't kits that just like I'm pre-ordering from Premium Bandai. I would like to get a few things that are not Premium Bandai, like kits that came out a while ago and they're just reissuing that are like very expensive. I'm interested in getting a few things that are just like cool and different, even if it is like not necessarily that different, but if it's cool, I want that. I don't know, I just want a few things to build. Gotta keep being able to build. Right now my backlog is all high grades. I do have some real grades coming. In April we'll get the Exia Repair 2 real grade. In May we'll get the new Gundam entry grade and the Raider Gundam Full Mechanics. That's coming. Those are both May. And then in July, I'm getting the God Gundam real grade. And that'll be fun. So I do have some non-high grades coming that I have pre-ordered. So I'm excited about that. But there's still some stuff that I need to pick up here and there. Always like to see what's out there and pick up some stuff that I think will be fun to build. As I said, I gotta keep building model kits. Can't not build model kits. That's the whole point. I would like to pick up a few more Lego here and there, so I will be looking for that. Let's see. Okay. Can't stop, won't stop. Indeed. Lord Crashing said. Just to confirm difficulty goes entry grade, high grade, MG, RG, PG. Dirty, that is correct. Entry grade is the easiest thing to build. It is the new entry point kit. High grade is the most simplistic. High grade is the 144 scale. The real grade is kind of like the master grade, but in 144. So it's the same like scale as something like this, but much more complexity. Master grades sometimes aren't that difficult, but often are. And then the perfect grade is its own level of complexity. It's the 160 scale, very large. Full mechanics are the only thing you didn't mention there. Full mechanics are non-graded kits. They're new. Not to be confused with previous names, the full mechanics, which was just Iron-Blooded Orphans. But full mechanics and RE100 are the Reborn 100 are the 1/100 scale, but they're sometimes like closer to a high grade. Because back in the day, they would sometimes make high grades in 1/100 scale. The wing kits had the 1/100 scale high grades, and those were enjoyable to build. They were very easy. The high grade 1/100 scale is where I used to tell people to start building in the 90s and in the early 2000s, because those kits were big and bulky and like pretty simple to put together, and were a good starting point. Now I would say you get the entry grade RX-782, you start with that. That's a perfect beginner kit. No stickers, no tools required. Looks great. Doesn't need panel lining to look badass. Perfect place to start. We'll see how the new Gundam looks with that. And then the high grades, when people are asking me about getting into high grades, I just say start with whatever you think looks good. If it's a show that you like, you can pick up a kit from that. Basically, anything after 2015, you're pretty much golden, although like the newer the better, because they keep getting better at doing this shit. So, to no real surprise, they get, Bandai has continued to fucking step up. Like I would say, the earliest real grades, not my favorite kits to build. In fact, one of the reasons I stopped building real grades was because the first few that came out were pains in the ass. All right, we got a lot of stickers to put on C6, so let's get C6 out here and look at that. This is C1, this is C2, this is C. Yeah, the first bunch of real grades that came out, I was not a fucking fan of. They got better, but also because this kit is one of the Gundam Breaker Battlelog kits, is a mismatch. So we're gonna have, these are feet that we don't need to build. We're gonna have a lot of extra pieces on this kit, which is weird. But like the same, this is C, and then I also have C1 and C2, which is like, okay, well that's a cluster. And this is a 2015 pieces, and these are 2019 pieces. So you can see it is a mash of a bunch of different stuff and some new stuff. Damn, it's a robot, and it got extra feet. Indeed, damn, it got feet, and it got feet. All right, we'll do C6 here, and I'm gonna find all the stickers that need to go on this. Oh, you know what? I also didn't put stickers on this. I forgot to do that. So let's actually do that first. I did forget that I do have to apply stickers to this. Where did I have to put a sticker? Sticker 6 and 7. So we do have to put stickers on here. 6 and 7 need to go on this. I totally forgot that I got to put some stickers on here. 6 and 7. All right, that's 6 and that's 7. Great. So we'll just put this on here. Try not to fuck up the sticker, and also try not to stab myself while trying to get underneath here. Okay, yeah, so this is just gonna line up here. What I like to do with a long sticker like this that doesn't really bend but like has to go long distances, I try to do one of the corners first, line up a corner so that I am applying my sticker straight along and then follow the curves. I'm not always successful, but I do attempt to do that. Yeah, all right. That's not great. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Again, I'm never going to be perfect with stickers. I'm never going to nail it the first time and do it exactly right. I'm always just going to do my best, and I am okay with that. That is the best I can do. We're talking about model kits. I should promote/plug that I am indeed taking part in the Plastic Model Weekender, a charity event that will be taking place the last weekend of April this year, which also goes into like the first day of May, basically. I will be taking part. I do not know when I will be streaming. They are still schedule pending, but I can promote that I am part of it. I didn't want to say that I was definitely going to be in it, but I didn't think they were going to not have me take part. More details are coming. It is a charity event. We'll be raising funds, and for every $50 that is raised cumulatively during the hours that I am streaming for it, I will open one pack of some sort of trading card. Sports, anime, card game, a bunch of different things. I have a bunch of different card packs. I can't remember how many I purchased. I purchased more than I opened last year. And last year, I raised enough money that I had to do a separate video of me opening extra packs as a thank you. So I bought more than I had total raised last year. Enough. Inscription cards. No, I don't. No inscription cards, thankfully. Lashbrook says, went to a shop the other day and had a lot of random old like movie trading cards and whatnot and thought about your PMW stream. Nice, yeah. So I got a bunch of stuff. This time I did get more sports cards. So that'll be fun. That way I can try to say people's names, real names. I did get one card, trading card game pack that is in a language I don't read. So that's going to be for a game I don't play. So that's going to be worthless. Because at least when I opened the Japanese Pokemon cards, I knew what the Pokemon were. I was aware of, I know the names of Pokemon. So that one I at least was able to figure out via context clues. This one, gonna be different. I'm not gonna know any of them. So that'll be very fun. And the money is every $50 I raise cumulatively. So I am not asking people to donate $50. They certainly can and will be great. But if people want to donate, like if 5 people want to each donate $10, we get to 50 that way. I open a pack of cards. It was very fun to do that. I don't believe last year I had some people come in. Basically, there's just a Discord room where people could jump in who were other people doing the event. I think this year, once I know the time, my goal is to have guests for that. I think leading up to Plamo, I am going to have some streamers who are taking part, including Bad Gunpla himself, Jason, who organizes the event. I'm going to have some people come hang out in chat with me here to help kind of like promote and get people a little used to that. So we'll probably do that leading up to the event. But I'm going to have people, I think, outside of the event who I think are just cool that will donate like 2 hours of their time or maybe just an hour of their time to come hang out with me and like be in my own Discord during the event. I think we're gonna do that because I think that would be cool. I don't know for sure, but I have been asked to maybe come up with some names of people that I would reach out to join in. Because I think that would just be way more fun. And then sometimes I know it was pretty chaotic. I did join in over the weekend, and I will certainly make myself available to do that as well. But I think that after a while, sometimes it would be like the Discord would get a little wild, and the people who were running the stream felt like that they were not the center of attention. And I didn't feel that because there's no way I would have let them. Because if there's one thing I am, it is a host and a showman. I I bring to the table. Maybe I don't have, I certainly, of the people involved, don't have the most popular streams, like the biggest numbers or anything like that. I'm not the biggest streamer of any of them. But I would say if all of the people that did Plamo last year, and probably even all the people that are doing it this year, I have the most experience of being in front of a camera. Maybe not necessarily even streaming, but hosting a show, being in charge of that, like being front and center. I certainly have lots of years of experience in that field. All right, so this doesn't look right. Oh, that's supposed to be C6, and I don't think that's C6. That's C9. This is C9, everybody. I'm gonna need this later. This isn't even C6. What am I even doing? I was like, that doesn't look like the right. It looks kind of like the right part, but it doesn't look like the actual right part. Silly Pat, getting over here, not understanding. All right, so we're doing all of this to do that, and then we'll do all the same on the other side. So we're gonna do this. This is gonna be that part here. Got a little extra, little nubbin we got to remove. Came right off, no problems. So yeah, excited about Plamo. Happy to raise money, hang out, be around cool people, do cool shit. All right, so we've got 1 and 2. Okay, tiny stickers here. We got some tiny stickers, and then we got to put G2 and C5 on there. Okay, so we'll get C5 out here. Let's want to do C5's over here. Great. Get that going. Other things to talk about. If you're not following me on Twitter, or you're not keeping up on the Twitter, I've been posting every night my meals. This is just a way to kind of keep track myself what I'm cooking, because I am in charge of all my own meals instead of taking some responsibility over cooking while also my folks do as well, and kind of rotating through. And this time I am just doing all of it, and that has been fun to kind of figure out what I'm going to build and build what I'm going to cook. And it's also just I don't know, nice to look back through the thread and see. Even if my culinary photography isn't that great, I think my aptitude in it is fun. So tonight I just did shells. I just had some pasta shells and a sausage and marinara sauce. Very easy, very simple, with a side salad. No big deals. The thing I am most excited about that I cooked lately had to be my pan-fried chicken. Because I haven't done pan-fried chicken in a while. Now, I don't have a skillet here. I don't have an old, incredibly well-seasoned, iron skillet, right? But I do have, plenty of frying pan skillets. So I used one of those, and I cooked up some chicken. Pan frying is messy, but it is very tasty. And it doesn't take too long to do either, really. It's just 8 to 10 minutes, honestly. Especially if you get a fairly thin piece of chicken, you want to pound your chicken out. You really want to make sure you're doing that, because you don't want to waste your time with a thick piece of chicken there. But it's just flour, salt, pepper, and a seasoning. Sometimes Italian seasoning. I used just a bit of paprika, just to kind of give it some life, but not too much, because I didn't want to start sweating, because I am a bit of a wuss when it comes to that stuff. But yeah, just a little bit of zest that way. And then, Pat, here's what you got to do, folks. If you're doing any kind of frying of chicken like this, right? Now, if you're doing a fully wet, dry, you got yourself breadcrumbs, you got yourself egg solution, cheese maybe, you're doing something like that. Fine, you don't have to worry about this. But if you're just doing flour, what I'm saying, flour, salt, pepper, some kind of spice, or flavoring, you want to pad your piece of chicken with a paper towel. You want to try to dry it out some. Now you're thinking, but Pat, I'm putting wet on, I need it to be wet there to get the dryness. The flour wants to stick to chicken. Don't worry about it. But you don't want is, and still be moist. It's still going to be very moist. But you basically just like, you really need to pat it dry because you want to try to get some of the liquid off of the chicken. It's just going to benefit because that's going to hit the oil that you're cooking in. And you want the flour to hit the oil before a bunch of chicken water hits the oil. Because you are going to be changing that oil's temperature when you put the chicken in. Try to control the heat as best you can. Are you going to have oil jump around? Yeah, because you're never going to put the exact right amount of oil in the pan because there's no perfect way to know. And I will say the results were fantastic. I had barbecue sauce ready because I do make a homemade barbecue sauce. I had it ready to go. Didn't need it. This was moist. It was tender. It was fantastic. I was absolutely thrilled with the results. I will be doing it again because I have not pan fried in a while, as I said, and also I have a good amount of chicken. So I think I'm going to do a big batch next so that I'll have leftovers, and I can always just have it for lunch, and that'll be a very high quality lunch as well. Because I have a bunch of they're bigger than fillets, but they're smaller than like a full breast. So I have a bunch of those, and so I'll just probably cook them all up at once. Very tasty. I recommend. That's definitely not a thing I would do on stream. One, I don't think I'm going to do a cooking stream again because the setup is so much. It's such a big deal to set all that up. An ordeal, I should say. It's such an ordeal to set all that up. And also, I wouldn't want to fry on stream because I when I fried, I got the fire extinguisher down off the top of the fridge where it lives. I'm just like I try to be very careful about that when dealing with hot oil like that. I just better safe than sorry, especially with me being alone. Today's meal, as I said, very simple, very easy. Tomorrow, burgers and probably fries. Hey, Afro. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Thanks for being here. Thanks for popping in. Working on the backpack wings / weapon part of the Helios Gundam here. Lots of stickers. Most of this kit's stickers are on this part here, the wings and things, which makes sense. Talking about some food. I did some cooking. Yeah, tomorrow's plan is just for me to probably simple. I got burgers defrosting. Gonna cook up a couple burgers. Probably on the old George Foreman grill. I got a George Foreman grill here. I'll probably just do them on there because it's just the fucking easiest shit in the world to do. There's just nothing difficult about the old George Foreman. So I'll probably just use that. All right, this. Did I pull G? I pulled G2 instead of G1. Another classic mistake. I was like, this doesn't look right. Stickers stress me out in model building. Totally. I'm not a huge fan of them. I used to not do them when I was building for myself when I wasn't streaming. But now as a streamer, I feel like it's nice to see how it intended, especially in a kit like this. Like, yeah, these are color correcting and they're going to add something to it. I used to just do eye stickers. I wouldn't even do like the front and back of the kit, the head stickers there. I would just do eye stickers. But now, I've gotten older. I've gotten maybe a little wiser. I got a little better at it. I still rarely do like water slides on stream because I take my sweet time with water slides because I don't want to fuck them up. But yes, they also do stress me out. But then we'll just jump right to panel lining, which is just so easy and easy to fix. It's very, very calming. Good panel line stickers here. This is just like, put it in here, hit with an eraser, we're done. I'm doing components, as I said, just going to do the components as we go. And then we'll put everything together the way they want us to. I'm taking a break from cooking myself and eating a bunch of Stouffer's oven-ready meals this week. Nice. However, I won't string on breakfast and will still make drop biscuits, over-easy eggs, and fried sausages. Yeah. I'm not doing... I'll do breakfast for lunch this week because my milk hasn't gone bad, but I know it will pretty soon because I'm just one person and I don't use a lot of milk. So I've been making I'll make another Kraft macaroni and cheese, and then I'll also make pancakes and or waffles. I think I'll probably just keep making pancakes because I got a nice griddle pan to make them on, and they turn out really good on there. I've kind of like figured out how I like to do them, and we have one spatula that's like wide and deep that I don't use normally. That is really good for pancakes. So I'll probably make pancakes again. Tomorrow, like I said, burgers. I have French fries. I also have like packaged instant mashed potatoes, which turn out great. But I think I'll probably do French fries tomorrow. I have a few tater tots left over that I haven't eaten yet, so I'll probably do like tots and fries mixed together. I think that'll be good. And then and burgers and corn, I think, is my dinner tomorrow. Now, lunch tomorrow. Lunch is going to be real good, friends, because I'm going back to Arby's. Because there is an Arby's across the street from the post office I have to go to because I have to mail some stuff out to my folks in Florida. And while I am mailing stuff out, I felt like, well, if I'm already going to be at a post office, I might as well go across the street first and get lunch at Arby's, because why not? Why wouldn't I? So yeah, I'm going to go to the post office tomorrow, mail some stuff out, and then also get myself some lunch, get a big beef and cheddar, some curly fries, a drink, maybe a slider, maybe not. Maybe I'll get a bigger big beef and cheddar. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet, but I do know that I'm excited to get it because it'll be, hopefully, very fucking tasty. All right, D13. Because, yeah, why not? If I'm already going out there. Horizon milk is the best for those who drink milk in fits. It lasts for months in the fridge without going bad. Dirty, that's a good call. Yeah, I just get the smallest container that I can, and then cook as much as I can with milk to make it last. So I'll, like I said, I'm going to make some pancakes up. I might make a big batch of pancakes up because I still have eggs. I got eggs. I always got to have eggs out. But I might make like a bunch of pancakes and then freeze them. I don't know. Maybe freeze some pancakes. Like make a big batch, make a big stack of pancakes. Freeze them. I make small pancakes. I like making tiny pancakes. I use the basically a quarter of a cup of mix and just pour that out and make like a small little pancake. I like doing that. I don't know. That has been my go-to. So I'm thinking like, well, maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll make a batch of those up. That'll be Wednesday that I will make breakfast for lunch, because tomorrow, as I said, I'm thinking Arby's. All right, so this is going to attach. Is this the right part? Is this D13? Is it possible? Okay. Oh, it attaches like this. Oh. I was like, how does this work? And then it just instantly did. Very fun. All right. I got to put stickers on this. I'm always putting stickers on this kit. This kit has so many stickers. I might have been wrong. I might not fit. Look, we're going to stay late. I'll say that. I will say that, friends. I think that, we're getting there with finishing this kit. But like, for whatever reason, if it did take over the full stream to complete this kit because of all the stickers I have to apply, we will fucking, I will go late because I am not building this kit on Thursday. Because we got the Beyond Global to put together, which was bought by someone who has asked to be anonymous from my Amazon wish list. And I am happy to fulfill that. But also the Beyond Global RX-72 looks rad. As I said, no poly caps, only the eyes have stickers. A very strong looking kit. And excited to put that together. Next. Let's see. Do I have anything else I want to talk about? Cooking, Arby's. There's some dumb stuff going on the internet. Look, here's the thing. There was dumb stuff on Twitter today. I think you should. Yes, Jatsu. The internet is dumb. I think you should know your thing before you before you make fun of a thing, you should know the thing. I think it is fair to categorize that diehard fans of Ted Lasso give you, if you feel that Ted Lasso fans give you the same kind of vibes that adult people who are obsessed with Disney give you. I think that's fair. Now, I do think that that's actually inaccurate because I think that most Ted Lasso fans didn't realize before Ted Lasso that they were looking for sports anime. I don't think they knew beforehand that they are sports anime fans. That they're looking for maybe a cozy show or maybe like a heartwarming show. I don't think they realize that that is a kind of thing that they want to watch. They are so programmed, many people are, that the wave of bad guy, actually like garbage person protagonist, the dark, the anti-hero as the hero type of television, they're just used to it. So when you have something that like is actually heartwarming and is actually endearing, they were surprised to find that we liked it. Also, just as a rule, in general, let people like things is fine, but 2020 to 2022, please let people like things, because like everybody's coping in their own way. Everyone's broken and will never repair themselves. Like, let people like a sweet show. That being said, if you love something, you can advocate for it. But in my opinion, in general, I would say, try not to be the kind of person who tells folks they just gotta watch a thing. I will give you, look, in the second hour, I'm going to talk again about an animated show where two girls who are lost on, who got lost in a plane crash, reenact sketch comedy from the 90s to make themselves feel better, based on real sketches that existed from a group where both members are no longer alive. And I'm going to tell you about how that anime is fucking good. I understand I'm a fucking weirdo for advocating for such a bizarre thing. But at the same time, I understand why no one I know is watching this thing, and that's okay. I'm the guy that was telling you that Gallon Dino was one of the best 10 anime of 2021. And I understand that that is a bonkers statement to make. I get it. I advocate for weird ass shit. I'm going to tell you about, hey, am I going to tell you about an isekai in the manga section? Of course I'm fucking going to talk about an isekai. I read a lot of isekai. I watch a lot of isekai. I don't have a problem with that. I also understand that what I like isn't necessarily for everyone. And I'm sometimes disappointed that more people aren't checking out stuff that I think is good. But I'm never mad at people for engaging with what they want to engage with. Complaining about people liking a thing seems like something you do when you want people to be mad at you. Yes, look, Ration, I can also see that. Look, I don't know why you would waste your time making a joke about Ted Lasso, not Ted Leo. I don't know why you'd waste your time making a joke about Ted Leo. Ted Leo was great. The Pharmacist, get out of here. Come on. But I don't know why you would make fun of it. There are things about it you could comment on. And talking about, look, every fandom is bad. Fandom in general, not great, I would say. But every fandom is pretty toxic, and it has its toxic elements. No matter how marginalized the group that it is made for, there are still going to be people who are just not doing what you would hope they would do, and really dropping the ball and really being just garbage. But like, I don't know, there's cute stuff out there, there's fun stuff out there. Look, I'm not the biggest Ted Lasso fan, but that mostly comes from the fact that I don't watch a lot of stuff about sports in general. Um, it's just not something that I'm drawn to. Also, like, I don't know him super well, but I do know Jason, and it's weird. I know, look, here's the thing. More than Jason, I know Jason's ex-wife 2 wives ago very well. And so it is weird. Because I knew her, and then she, but I knew her. She was married to Jason and moved to New York because he got SNL. And then they weren't married anymore, and I still knew her and think she's great. And she's done a bunch of cool shit, and I got no complaints about, she's very happy. But it is weird. It is still strange. But, like, that's not a problem that most people have. That is a me problem. And I don't fault it. Because he generally is having a great time. Also, here's a fun Jason Sudeikis fact that you may or may not know, because I think it's very fun. Jason, one of his big characters at SNL was Dr. Phil. A very good Dr. Phil impression. The fun thing about that is, according to Jason, it's not actually a Dr. Phil impression. He just so happens that Dr. Phil, or at least the version he does of Dr. Phil, sounds exactly like a high school gym teacher that Jason is making, that did impressions of to the man's face to get out of doing, like, gym class. And then when he was getting ready to do some voices for his audition, realized, oh wait, I can do a passable Dr. Phil because I'm just going to do the voice of my gym teacher that I did all the time to make that guy laugh, and it'll work. And he doesn't do a Dr. Phil impression. He does a high school coach impression that happens to just work. And I always love that. And I think that is very great. That is very fun to me. That is just like, oh yeah, no, I'm just like, he's just making it work. All right. Oh, we got one more piece here and then we can kick it all together. We'll take a pause for the cause once I finish one of these wings, because I got to do one side of these wings. So I need C9 and D14. Oh yeah, we just did that. So D14. This is exactly like this, only the other side. We'll get that going here. Fans of things care too much about what other people think about their thing. Don't let yourself baited into low-hanging knocks against the thing you like. Yeah, indeed, right? Like, I think that wanting to belong is a strong motivator, and it is generally problematic behavior. It is fine to want to belong to a thing and to see yourself in a thing and to be represented by said thing and feel good about that. But also, you can't let it take over your personality. You can't have that. Was just talking about, technically that's how Dr. Phil talks. Yes, indeed. When breakups happen between good friends, it's always weird, but so long as everybody happy, it's fine. Yes, that is often very weird when those breakups happen and both parties. It's often very strange. So here's the thing that's fun. No one cares more about Kotaku and even former Kotaku writers than people that hate Kotaku. Like, it's so incredible how hating Kotaku is some people's personalities. And yes, are some of those people garbage people? But not actually, it feels like not all of them. I mean, they're still garbage because they still harass folks. But, like, it is like part of their identity is the fact that they know, like, every writer that has ever written for Kotaku. And when I say every writer, I mean writers that talked about stuff that those people didn't want to read, women, people of color, and people of varying sexualities that were open about it. Because I will tell you this, Chris Kohler doesn't get fucking hate mail for being a Kotaku features writer. He wasn't there that long, but he doesn't get shit. He doesn't get any garbage. But Gita Jackson hasn't been in Kotaku for a very long time, but she still gets shit about Kotaku. Stuff that she didn't write, stuff that is coming out now, she'll get, like, linked to going, like, explain yourself. She's just like, I don't work there. I don't know what you want from me. Um, it is completely and utterly bizarre, but it is definitely like it is that like live rent free in someone's head kind of scenario, and is inexplicable to me because I just like I block the people that I hate. I just like take them out of my life, like just like or unfollow people that frustrate me. Like I don't check up on them. I don't go to their websites and see what they're doing. Like I'm sure that like that quarterly motherfucker is making videos and writing terrible things and being a piece of shit. I don't know. Cause why the fuck would I want to know that? I don't want to know what that person's up to. It's awesome that I don't know anymore. Death Scythe haters are getting blocked, says John. Indeed, hitting the old, we're going to hit the applause here. Thank you to John. Subscribe to Tier 1. That's 6 months. Thank you so much for your support. Let's throw the Bear Cave, the Lego site, the emote in the chat. Thank him, John, for renewing the subscription. Appreciate it very much. Let's throw some emotes in there. Jesse says, I really disliked their website redesign in the late 2000s, so I stopped reading it. Jatsu, that's such a great reason to stop reading a website, is you're like, I don't like this website design. Or maybe the new editor-in-chief comes in and you're like, I don't like the direction of this site, or whatever. Or like, I follow writers at Polygon, but I don't really visit Polygon because they do a lot of pop culture stuff that keeps the website afloat, and I respect that and understand it. That's how they keep in business, but it's not something that I'm necessarily looking for. So I usually I follow a bunch of writers from there and keep track that way. But I don't like go to like, it's time to check out polygon.com, see what's going on there. Because like I said, they cover a bunch of shit that I'm not interested in. So it's just like, okay, sure, no problem. I don't tweet at the people on Twitter who are writing the articles I'm not interested in going, why are you writing these things? Like, I don't, like, it doesn't affect me. I don't know. It's, it to me it always feels very bizarre to, like, care so much about that stuff. Like I said, I just, like, I don't know. It's so awesome to just block people and then never think about them again. And then like every once in a while, someone or retweet someone and you'll have to go like, what did this person say? I can't see it. I don't know what this person said because I don't know. I don't follow them. And just be like, okay. And then occasionally you'll be like, hey, did you know that this was a Gamergator? Like an early Gamergator who is like, now covers esports, but occasionally breaks news, and then people I know and respect retweet that person, and it's just like, hey, do you know this person fucking sucks? And said terrible things about your friends in the past? Cool. And occasionally, like someone I have blocked and don't follow becomes like the star of Twitter, and I have to wonder, I have to stop and go, I wonder why I stopped following this person or why I blocked this person. And then I'll find out. I legit had no idea Gamergate happened. So Jatsu, like, yeah, it had a lot. Look, that's the thing, right? It was actually a very small thing, and it was swept up in a lot of other things because it was certainly far right nonsense and garbage and propelled some people hate campaigns in various degrees in different directions. But you could have, if you were not super like following some writers and some game devs, or if you are trying not to keep incredible garbage people in your life, in your circles. Like I only knew one, I personally knew someone in the UCB, Upright Citizens Brigade comedy scene who was writing a lot of like weird stuff on their Facebook wall, and then I just made fun of them to their face, and then they stopped coming to the improv jam that I worked at. You pretty much stopped doing social media in 2013. Yeah, so yeah, it was probably easy to miss that stuff, right? But yeah, I definitely had someone that I was like, hey, the shit you're writing like is just false, and I don't know why you're writing this stuff on Facebook. But you're literally like, they called out a friend of mine, like a person I know personally in my life and love. I love them very much. And I was like, hey, you're talking shit about a friend of mine. So we won't have a problem as long as you don't make it a fucking problem. And then they just stopped coming to the improv jam that I worked at because I told them, like, hey, no, fuck off. You can have your dumb, twisted, stupid opinions about this shit. You can't bring it into my house. Like, I refuse to let you bring it into my house because it's complete and utter garbage and nonsense. You can't talk shit about Felix Kramer in my circle of in my bubble. You cannot enter my bubble and talk shit about one of my favorite people in the world. I fucking refuse to let that happen on my watch. It's just not going to. And like I said, that was the only like direct interaction I had with an actual gator face to face. The rest of the shit was online nonsense. People like saying dumb stuff and thinking dumb things, and me occasionally having to be like, "Wait, what the fuck's going on here? Who do I need to talk to about this stuff?" Okay, so is this on wrong? Did I do this wrong? I did. This is the wrong piece. I put the wrong piece on here. So now I have to get this piece off. I have to remove this here because this is actually supposed to be this piece. Because this is supposed to pop in here, and it isn't. And I can't, so I got to fix it. Talk to the president of the internet, Al Gore, indeed. Is Felix the one I see wearing a science officer uniform on Twitter sometimes? Dirty, I believe you are talking about my friend Casey, who accuses the Twitter handle Regretta Garbo. And actually now has her trill spots. It was Photoshopped before, it is now real. No. Felix Kramer is works in the indie scene and helping to get games made. She works in they work in PR, and he is a dear friend and a fantastic person. Felix gets shit done. Felix, for a very brief period, and does not enjoy the name The Gooch, worked with Iron Galaxy on some of when they were doing some self-publishing of small titles. Felix was involved there, and Felix and Dave Lang did a Giant Bomb segment as I believe what was it? It was Jabroni and the Gooch, Lang and the Gooch. That's right. It was Lang and the Gooch. Felix is incredible, and I love him to death. And not interested in anyone coming for my friend. I mean, in general, I haven't said this on a stream in a while, and it bears repeating. This is just a general note for people that I will champion my friends in everything they do. I am here from them. I'm rooting for them. And in the same way, with that same exact energy, if my friends are being come at, I have that same energy. I do not forgive. I do not forget. I am vengeful. And it is not okay in some instances. But that is the straight shoot. That is the line. That is exactly where it is. Like, it is a thing. Like, I don't forgive that stuff. I don't let bygones be bygones. I don't work in harmony. I don't think about, like, okay, well, to make things easier, we're gonna have to, like, we should play nice. I don't play nice. I don't have to. I won't. So when people come from my friends and talk shit, that's it. I don't care about it. Like, going back Should I have talked shit about someone who was a co-owner of a company with somebody that I was doing work with at PAX? No, I shouldn't have publicly tweeted about my disdain for a particular person. I don't regret it. I never regretted it. Because Colin Moriarty sucks, and I don't regret talking shit about him publicly for everyone to know. Considering that his coworker was doing stuff at a thing that I was co-producing. It wasn't my own baby. I was just co-producing it. But I do not regret that for a moment. I was right. I stand by it. History judged me to be correct. And that is the truth there. This piece does not want to come out easy. I really fucked this shit up. Because this is supposed to be this piece here. And I really did not do this correctly. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this piece out easily. I am doing my best. Because it just does not want to come out easily here. We're going to try. There we go. Got it. Woo! Okay. Well, I'm going to put the real part on here, and we're going to move on there. Colin is a garbage person. Indeed. I've never seen somebody get more of the Lang Zone than they realized they wanted Felix during the premium feed of Big Live show. Jetsu says, I have no idea who any of these people are. Jetsu, live and learn. Enjoy the fact that it's fine. It's fine. You don't need to know who some of these people are until they come into your purview. But, like, just know that sometimes people with real shit opinions get pretty far with their own communities of people who are very much interested in that person. The Kind of Funny crew that came out of IGN built a cult of personality, had their defenders, had the people that really liked them, and in fact, in the fact of Colin's case, had a bunch of people who ignored the fact that he was a shit heel because they liked him and they didn't want. This is a thing in fandom, right? This is a big thing in fandom. Please don't hate the thing I like or the people I like that made it because it makes me feel bad. Because it feels like you're telling me that I'm bad for liking the thing. And that's hard. Like, when I was getting, like, Colin, like, retweeted me, like, 3 times to further, like, I don't even know who you are, kind of a thing of, like, shit. When he had said, like, he was like, I'm bummed I'm going to be at PAX East because I can't write this thing. It was a response to people who were like, it literally was a response to people who were like, hey, I wish that Horizon Zero Dawn didn't have so much garbage like stolen indigenous people stuff. I wish there was someone on the writing team who was indigenous. I wish they had, like, this feels icky to me. And he was like, I wish that I wasn't going to PAX East so that I could write a rebuttal to this. And I retweeted him and said, I also wish you weren't going to PAX East, which is a very good dunk. That was a quality dunk on my part. I'm not a man that dunks that often, but I was pretty happy with that dunk. I thought I did an okay job on that one. And yeah, he retweeted that. He responded and then retweeted response several times about how I was a nobody. And it was a whole fucking thing. And then a couple weeks later, he wrote a very dumb tweet about like, was it take your daughter to work day, or it was something. It was some kind of terrible, awful slight, bad joke, and people were finally like, oh wow, you fucked up so much. You fucked up so hard that it's okay for me, a person that doesn't like you, to finally talk shit about you. It was like the National Women's Day. That's right, last week. It was National Women's Day, and I don't know if he made a get in the kitchen joke, but it was some dumb, terrible joke that, like, maybe would have flown if people didn't fucking hate this guy and were waiting for a chance to finally say, fuck this dude. But the floodgates opened, and I was fucking vindicated. Because he just sucks. He sucks for like, he's the don't tread on me guy. Like, yeah, go fuck yourself. But it was one of those things where it was just like, I'm pretty sure I remember, but I won't regale you. Yeah, whatever it was enough for finally people to be like, hey, by the way, this guy sucks. And like, I've been trying to be nice because I like Greg and I like the other Kevin and I like the other kind of funny guys, but that guy sucks. And they were like, everybody else had to finally be like, yeah, he does. He sucked for a really long time. Because in that community, in the best friends, their fan base, you couldn't talk shit about Colin. You couldn't be honest, or you couldn't be honest and earnest about how, like, hey, his political opinions that he is very willing to share fucking hurt me on a personal level. Like, you couldn't talk about it. So finally, when like former coworkers of his and people in the community were like, yeah, this dude fucking sucks. We've been saying, people could finally be like, yeah. Oh no! Oh yes, it was like, yeah, it was like women should have a day off, so there's peace and quiet. It was some dumb, terrible thing. Then he later said, "Hey, I wrote this in bed with my girlfriend, and she laughed." And you're like, that doesn't. That's like saying you have a black friend. Like, you can't. That doesn't work. Yes, people would turn a blind eye to it because they liked him personally, because he was a member of the crew that came together, and like, it's god awful. And like I said, I don't often say like, yeah, I did a pretty good job on that dunk, but I did do a pretty good job on that dunk. I'm gonna do a real quick, because I gotta fucking finish this kit, and we're going to go long, so we'll do a really quick intro thing here. We'll talk about some anime and some manga, because I don't want to talk about Colin anymore. Okay, real quick. If you're currently a subscriber, you can throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the site, the emote in the chat. Let the people know you're a subscriber. That's the easiest way to support what I do here, is being a subscriber. You could gift a sub. You could join the gift sub leaderboard. Somebody anonymously gifted a bunch of subs, and so they're not on the leaderboard. But Aristofan, who has gifted 6 subs this month, is on the leaderboard. He joined Aristofan there. Bits and coins, always appreciated, because we got Red Rum and Harold in there with bits and coins, which is great. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, subscribing is an easy way to support what I do. You could also go over to Patreon and join there. I'm not going to go through the whole spiel. Look, if you watch this later on YouTube, you can find it all there, like I said, because we went past 10, and I want to, oops, that's the wrong thing that I wanted to copy and paste. Sorry, I copied and pasted the wrong thing here. Here's the real thing that I wanted to copy and paste. It's my Patreon. Join my Patreon. It's nice. Couple video links. Pat Bear's Anime Club. If you missed the last Pat Bear's Anime Club, it's one I recorded live. I'm talking about the Anime Awards. I'll have a new video up on Monday, but next Monday, but this week I'm still talking about that one. And then Do You Remembaer? I have a new one coming out on Wednesday, but check out this Do You Remembaer about the book Tonguing the Zeitgeist, which has just got a really fucking dumb name that I enjoy talking about. Talked about Tonguing the Zeitgeist. Oh, got a nice shout out there. And got a nice compliment from Samantha. How nice about the beard, which I appreciate. I haven't shaved for a little while. Am I going to keep it like this? Probably not. But sure, I'll take a compliment from Samantha Coleman. Lovely person. That was neither here nor there. All right, let's talk about some manga while we continue working on this kit. We got one section of the wing done. We got to do some guns. We got to do the exact opposite section of the wing that we just did there. We'll get that all done and then put together a gun, and we'll be ready to go. And let's talk about... I'm drink some water here, so I guess we'll do the old dramatic transition. Talk about some manga, then talk about some anime. I got one of each to talk about tonight. The manga is, and this is, you may remember this from anime, that it was Drugstore in Another World: The Soul Life of a Cheat Pharmacist. This is a slice of life isekai that I wish was better. It's still good. It is about an overworked person that has been summoned to another world and opens up a pharmacy. They have knowledge of prescriptions. Sometimes they do make potions and magic. Other times they just make variations of stuff they know from their world, and it is just pharmaceuticals. But they own a little drugstore. They got a wolf girl, the employee, and a ghost employee. It's fun. It is a harem show, although because eventually more and more girls end up working there. There's the Demon Lord. He's a young dummy, but it's fun. And our main dude just kind of like tries to help people, gets into awkward, weird situations, and tries to like come out of those weird situations without it being a problem. And for the most part, like pretty much succeeds in that way. Pretty much does what they need to do. Doesn't always run into problems. It's charming. It's harmless. Again, I would say like nowhere near my favorite show. And the manga, like the anime itself, very breezy. And the manga is an easy read. If you're looking for something like light, kind of like, easy to check out, pick up, read a couple chapters, put down. I think the Ghost is my favorite character. She's got a lot of heart to her, and she's very fun. Got a good attitude. And get some fun lines in there. There's occasionally some weird stuff going on with her, but for the most part, she is fun. It's the least fun when it is characters who are interested in dating our main dude, and it is the most fun when it is just hijinks ensuing problems he has to solve. There is also a very fun character who is not necessarily interested in him. But she works in the like the general store, like adventuring like store, and she's got very fun energy. I forget her character's name, which I'm sorry about, but she's my favorite of the like random girls that isn't in every chapter, but is around, reoccur. The water spirit's pretty fun too. Because she's just so happy to have it, to be able to hang out with people and have a job. And the least fun character is the Duke's daughter, because she's just an annoying character. Because she's just like too tsundere for my liking. And that is, I don't have a lot to say about Drugstore in Another World. So if a chief pharmacist, it's fine. It's totally an okay read. Then I'll talk about one thing. I mentioned it before in my mini/major rant. In Other Words Sketch is on YouTube. Please look it up. You can watch them. It's being released. This is a web-only series. It's not on television in Japan. It is two girls reenacting classic sketches from a sketch duo from the 90s. These are sketches that like happened. There's no like real easy way to watch those in subtitled form. So this is like the best way to watch like Manza from this duo. And these girls are reenacting these sketches because they are like taking their minds off of the weird reality they live in which there was a plane crash and they cannot find the plane or the other survivors. And so they are exploring this area. Also, they look like VTubers. The animation style is this weird digital computer generated animation thing where it's like real backgrounds and they're like animated. The voice actresses are doing such a fucking good job because they have to reenact sketches they didn't write and also play these characters. Like they're doing so much fucking heavy lifting. It is incredibly impressive, the work they're doing. Lots of respect for those two ladies. The sketch. Here's the thing: the sketches are fucking funny. Like if there were time stamps of just the sketches, you could just watch those and just see like two people doing a great job, being very funny and fast paced and silly, doing like very fun, wacky person keeping the story going, classics comedy. It's engaging, and then the story all around it is so weird, and the fact that it's like we're like keeping the memory alive of this sketch duo from the 90s where both members like have passed away, and so this is like a way to use that material again, and it's so weird to say that out loud. It's strange. So in other words, Sketch is the weirdest show of the year. I think my next Pat Bear's Anime Club is going to be like what to watch this season, and I'll probably like talk about that more in that video. Because I haven't done one of those because I did not in a while because I did not enjoy last season like at all, and this season I have a few things I really like. Most of it's like fine. I'm really looking forward to next season because there's more stuff. We're finally getting the fucking skeleton anime that I've been waiting for a while. I can't wait. Skeleton in Another World. It was supposed to come out last year. You may remember that a bunch of anime got postponed because of the pandemic because Japan's animation studios stopped working, which was good. So it got postponed because of that, because like other stuff got postponed that was going to come out, so it didn't get worked on, and then it got postponed like again somehow. And it's finally looks like it's actually coming out, and it's not like the best show in the world, but I like the fun animal character in it is really cute and kind of like fun to root for. It is a dude that like was playing a video game and his avatar was a skeleton man, so when he gets summoned to a fantasy world, he is the skeleton man, and he's just like, oh no, people are gonna hate me. But that doesn't really happen because he's in a full suit of armor, so he's just mysterious. He meets cool elves and helps out a bunch of people and is incredibly overpowered and strong and righteous. And it is sometimes funny and silly, but mostly it's serious. And I'm really looking forward to next season. I think that is the show that I am the most psyched for. I'm actually gonna, you know what? Why don't we do this? Let's look. Let me hit the old AnnieChart.net and hit. So that would be. Oh, I gotta do Control Plus here. It's very small on this screen. Let's see. We want to do spring 2020. Sorry. Here, I got to log in. Let's see if I can log in with my information here so that I can see the names in English, because that is helpful for me. Love is War Kaguya-sama is coming back. We're getting more Ultra Romance. We're getting the third season. That's fun. We're getting more Shield Hero. I don't like Shield Hero. I'm waiting for the Chainsaw Man anime. Hell yeah. I'm not a big fan of Shield Hero, so I am not necessarily looking for that. Spy Family is very cute, and I'm hoping that this version is going to be really solid, the manga, because I do really like I like the manga, so I'm hoping the anime is going to be kick-ass, because Spy Family is really good and fun. We're getting the second season of Komi-sama. Komi Can't Communicate. So that'll be interesting to see the second season of that, because I think that the first... Apparently, at this point, like, the characters I didn't like, I have been told, because someone was just like, hey, you know those characters you don't like, the supporting characters? They stopped showing up over time. So I'm excited for the characters that I didn't really like to not be in the show. So maybe I'll like the second season more. I want these to be the English names, and they're not showing up, so let me check the settings here. English, that's what I want. Now, let's see if I can get the English names. Yeah. Let's see. A couple of Cuckoos. I don't love that name, but that does look cute, so maybe it will be good. It is a romantic show. Uh, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. Romance show. What is this? That is a fun show. What is the name of Arihan-san? I gotta look up the name of this anime. Is there an English name for this? There isn't an English name for it. It is like a school comedy about two characters that like uh, suddenly are in each other's lives a lot. Comedy, romantic comedy, high school romantic comedy. That seems fun. Lots of weird characters in the supporting role. That does seem neat. Um, hey, Science Fell in Love. I don't think Science Fell in Love was weird because it came out in Japan on like Japan Amazon Prime all at once, and then came out like a bunch of episodes all came out weekly, like at once, and then it became weekly in on Crunchyroll. It was like it was weird. It was a very strange rollout. That show is very good, and I feel underrated. So Science Fell in Love. So Science Fell in Love. So I tried to. I forget the full name of it, but that one's good. Science Fell in Love is good. People really like Ascendance of a Bookworm. I don't particularly like Ascendance of a Bookworm, but there's more of that coming, and I know that there are people who are pleased as punch with that because they're a big fan of that particular series. It's again not my particular favorite. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, that's fun. The Yusha Yamasumu, uh, is a dude that like was the hero and he's too strong, so he gets exiled and ends up joining and helping to rebuild the demon army. That manga got boring after a while, but it's a good premise, so maybe I'll watch that. Uh, let's see other things. Skeleton Knight in Another World, hell yeah. Uh, Another reborn anime, a character. This is not an isekai, but it is a reborn series called The Greatest Demon Lord is reborn as a typical nobody. So you understand the premise. The demon lord dies and is reborn as just like a human adventurer and doesn't know how to be like a normal human, and of course isn't a normal human, and then hijinks ensue. It's pretty all right. I think that's a pretty good show, or pretty good manga. So I'll watch that. Ooh, wait. Oh, there's an isekai that I never. Yes, I never read that light novel. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a light novel. They didn't do the manga, I don't think. What was the name of this one? Trapped in a dating sim. The world of otome games is tough for mobs. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually read that manga, but that is a reincarnation in a dating sim, like a violent dating sim. But this dude remembers the real world. That one's all right. Let's see. I think there's a Tomodachi game is I believe, a survival game. One of them survival horror animes. Got a soccer anime coming. Love After World Domination. I've never read. I have heard not good things about. That one is like a hero and like the number two villain try to date, and it's very like Power Rangers style kind of characters. Um, but they're basically just like, hey, let's try to secretly date. So I don't know. That one I've heard very poor things about, so I never actually checked out, and I don't know if I will check out the anime for it. Let's see. What else we got? No. Lost Ones. It's like a reverse isekai. Dawn of the Witch. Don't know anything about that. I might check that out later. I'm just kind of looking at like the ones I know I'm going to be checking out. No. Let's see. I got a volleyball and oh no, this is a badminton anime. All right. Got another badminton. Let's see. An adventure comedy. Oh, that's the Dark Elf. Yeah. That one bothered me. It's a healer who just like the insult healer. It's just like a weird comedy about a dark elf who's a healer, but is just rude to everyone. She's too busy being rude to heal. I'm like, we got hey, there's a jockey anime, at Horse Racing Academy. It trains boys to become jockeys. So that's coming. There's gonna be a motherfucking hot jockey anime that is an original property. That could be incredible. Who the fuck knows? Kingdom, more Kingdom. Let's see. Ooh, a slice of life about cooking. Sweet shop. All right, sounds good. Diamond, not Diamond. Demon. That seems fun. I don't know. Yeah, there looks like there's some good stuff coming here. I'll keep checking it out and letting you know as we get closer what comes out that I'm excited about. We got some time, folks, for you to tell me, what are you playing, what are you watching, what are you checking out? I'm the same boring story. There's nothing new from my end here about what I'm checking out, what I'm watching, what I'm playing. I got nothing to report on there. I'm still loving Hearthstone right now. The new mini set has shaken up the meta in a fun way for me, and I'm enjoying getting some wins in there. That is primarily what I have been doing, is playing Hearthstone these past couple of days. My Halo crew is in shambles, and I am utterly gutted about that because I would love to keep playing Halo on occasion. I think we're going to try to rally the troops and get a game together this week. The Discord is rumbling. We're trying to get enough people for some big team battles, but it's bad. Where'd the Hell crew fall to? Just a general malaise, John. We got some people playing various video games here, and people just psyched about Elden Ring and just in general, playing a few other things here and there. But I think it's just meant generally like I'm catching up on other stuff and I'm checking these things out. Dang, that season finale of Code Geass. Yeah, I mean I don't think I like Code Geass, but I do respect Code Geass for being a wild ass show. That show always went for it, and so I do applaud that show for fucking going for it, even if I didn't always love what it was fucking going, where it was going, and what it was doing. I do respect it for just being fucking wild. So far I'm loving it. I have to see what they do in season 2. Yeah, I mean, more weird. Got to a big moment in Horizon Forbidden West where the rest of the map is opened up. Yeah, so that's some of the people, my Halo friends have been playing that. They were just playing other games. Some of them were doing Dying Light, and a lot of single player games have kind of stolen their attention. Because a few people in my Halo crew aren't big buy every game that comes out people. They just came back because it was Halo, and then there are people who just play a lot of things and jump around to a lot of different games. So I'm not surprised that we've kind of lost some of them. I'm hoping to get them back because I do still enjoy doing very poorly in Halo with people that I like in some of my gaming time. I finished up the show Peacemaker this weekend. Pretty good. Yeah, I have now finished Peacemaker myself, and I don't love it the way some people love it. James Gunn doesn't always work for me the way he works for other people, but I respect that James Gunn is still doing his trauma vibes are still present. He's still kind of schlocky heart. Even if he's getting a lot of money, his stuff still has a bit of a heart of this is a dude that he worked for a company that financed movies questionably as best they could and made stuff with nothing. And it still has that kind of, he still has that aesthetic, and I do appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the man, but I like the vibes, and I am on record as saying I think John Cena is a great actor, and I enjoy seeing him do stuff on screen. And it is very funny to see him promote things and almost swear on Twitter as he's promoting them, because he is, he is promoting a character who is definitely not his traditional style. It is very fun because he has to have a PG Twitter account, but he definitely doesn't want to because it doesn't work with the source material. The cast was great. Oh, there's a blooper reel. Oh, fun. Yeah, I should check that out. I mean, look, I'm also anytime Steve Agee can get work, I'm thrilled for the man. Thank Christ that Steve Agee's getting some stuff to do, because he's so fucking funny and such a talented actor and comedian that it is so nice to see him do stuff. So he is not just like the guy that was in Sarah Silverman's stuff. That he gets to be a lot more than that, because he deserves it. He's very good. So I am happy that he's going to do other things, and he's not just the body double in the suit for King Shark, for Stallone's King Shark, because that's what he was doing on the set of Suicide Squad. Besides playing a character, he was also doing all of the mocap, like suit wearing of that. So I'm glad he's getting to do some cool shit. Yes, he definitely did. You're not wrong, Wrist fan. Yeah, no, they know who they have with Steve, so they're giving him some good shit to do. No spoilers for people, because I know some people are behind on that. But no, he's gotten some quality shit to do, and I've been very pleased that he's been able to get to steal some scenes. Honestly, like he's definitely a scene stealer, which rules. All right, so this is going to go here. That. And then this goes here first. We are almost getting done with this. But yeah, if anybody's got anything else they're watching, they're playing, they're doing, I always like to hear from you about stuff. Sometimes I write the things down that you're talking about because I'm like, ooh, I should check that out. I guess we could say Street Fighter 6 is a very terrible logo. And it's a bad joke to be like, they're finally making the 6th Street Fighter game. Like, I made that joke, and I know it's not a good joke. It got an appropriate amount of likes. I was like, yep, these are the likes that not really that clever a joke deserves. Because it was just like, yeah, I know it's not good, but it's the joke I'm making. I don't know. I don't play Street Fighter games much. I occasionally purchase them, but I haven't played as competitively in a very long time because I'm not good at fighting games. The last fighting game that I played a lot of was Dragon Ball, because it was fucking great, and it was such a fantastic game. It was fun to play with friends, but I don't see myself picking up and going for 6. I will be happy for my friends who love fighting games. Turns out it's the RE engine, which is the best engine Capcom is going, but also one that really excels in making things look gross as hell. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't buy that trailer is the game. Don't ever get fooled by that shit. But if that's the style they're going to try to attempt to go with, that's a weird style. I just don't like, it's not, I wouldn't want to be like, oh, this is like, oh, they're going for photorealistic, because they're certainly not. But I don't know. Whatever. Hey, it's got Ryu in it. Cool. I hope it's fucking great and people love it. I hope it is a fantastic game that people are just like head over heels in love with, because, Street Fighter fans deserve a good game. I also hope someday they put out a Fighters collection of a bunch of their neglected fighting games, like Rival Schools, because Rival Schools kicks ass, and more people should know about how cool Rival Schools is. Rival Schools is so cool that one time they made like a board game, like a almost kind of like a Mario Party-ish thing in a rival schools game, and it was awesome. It had like chibis of them playing it, and I remember playing that and really loving that. Also, fucking make Power Stone. Make a new Power Stone, you cowards. What are we doing here? We had a couch competitive boom, and it's gone. But I don't know. Make another one. That rules, and we should have that. Friends should be able to play Power Stone. Damn it. Rival schools in PS1. Yes, I believe that was the PS1. But yeah. The fighting game collection was definitely the more interesting announcement. Yeah. Because, yeah, there's like a bunch of stuff that like I would just like to see that I think is like great. And I think people would be into. I don't know. The wide Ryu memes are good. Yeah, I forget who he was being compared to that I just saw before the stream started. I can't remember who that was, but I thought it was good. It was an apt comparison. Working on the big guns here. Our big guns that look like this is from Gundam X. These have very Gundam X vibes, which I like. I believe that is where these come from. These particular pieces. But I very much enjoy the over-the-shoulder big cannons that pop in, part of the backpack, and then just like come up, swing down, and shoot. That is always a fun element of kits, so I like to see those. We got to put some stickers on here. I believe these are the last 2 stickers. Yes, these are the final 2 stickers. Thank fucking God. I did not think that this was going to be the whole episode. The whole stream was going to be doing this. Anyway, yeah, if you got anything else you're into, you're enjoying. Again, we might go a little past 11 tonight because I want to finish these up. We still have a gun to build. We're almost done with this. We got to panel line these, put them together, all the way together. We'll completely build the guns and then panel line it. And then we also have to build a gun, and the beam sabers are a little different than normal. So this is one of those things where like we haven't built the part of the gun here, but the end of the gun is the holder for the beam weapons, which is cool. I like. Then we got the upper guns and the lower guns. All kinds of guns. All kinds of guns. So we'll take like 2 photos. We'll take like hey, it's just hanging out, and then like all the weapons are out, and the like little expansions things are going, and it's overpowered and nonsensical. So we'll show both off. But yeah, I might go long tonight because I don't want to work on this on Thursday. On Thursday, I want to start the next kit, which is the Beyond Gundam. I'll show that here. There's the Beyond Gundam. It's RX-7A2. Beyond Global, I should say. It's great looking. No, only eye stickers. Very great looking kit. So I want to work on that on Thursday. Hey, I got a stream on Wednesday you might be interested in. I know I got this new high performance PC here. It's not top of the line, but it's way better than my previous PC. And so you're thinking, well, Pat, you're definitely going to have to get some gaming in, right? Well, not yet. I will, but not yet. Because on Wednesday, I will be playing, I will be singing. I'm doing a karaoke stream. Because I want to do a karaoke stream. It's been a little while. So I'll just be using the old YouTube and singing some fucking songs and having a good time. So come out on Wednesday for some karaoke. It will not be archived. It will not go up on YouTube. It will be deleted off of Twitter, so I don't get copyright striked on either, DMCA'd, either way. Yeah, this will not be archived. It will just be a thing that you can hang out and watch live. There will be no record of it. And why not? Why not sing some tunes, hang out, have some good time on Wednesday. I'll have like a list of songs that people will be able to look at. I'll put up like a Google Doc of the songs that I will be singing, and people can like make requests, I guess, of songs from that list. Because I will go through and test all of the songs and make sure that they're all things that I want to sing. Yeah, it'll be fun. I did watch the first TMNT movie and realized that Sam Rockwell is in it as the head thug. Yes, Sam Rockwell is in that movie. You're not wrong. That movie is quite the fucking movie. I don't want to say that it's a great movie, but it is a very good movie. I think the sequel is not that good. Actually, I think the sequel is not good, but I think the first movie has a whole lot of charm, and they're trying really hard, and I can appreciate all they're doing in it. But yeah, then I think it goes a bit off the rails eventually, and becomes maybe not a great movie. But I do appreciate that it exists. I'm happy that it came out, of course. I did indeed own a VHS copy of the Coming Out of Our Shells tour, where they played music, where Raphael played keyboards and saxophone, depending on the song. And it was very not good. It's very not good. There is promotion. The only easy way to find anything from the Coming Out of Our Shells tour is some people do have archives of the VHS tapes. I believe it's on archive.org. But also, there was an episode of Oprah Winfrey where all the Turtles came on, and it's fucking weird and wild because the audience is a mix of people who are very excited, and also they're like, what am I here? Why am I here? What is happening right now? Why are these people talking and talking about relationships, and then like somebody brings up dating like April, and it's like awkward and weird, and it's such a fucking weird choice throughout that exists. That fucking very strange bit of television. Lashbrook, that the actual like tour isn't horny, but their appearance on Oprah is incredibly weirdly horny. It is just fucking bizarre. It is wonderfully bizarre. And I remember there were people who just like every few years people discover it because they didn't know that it happened. But I had the VHS. I did not go and see the show, but I did have the VHS of the Coming Out of Our Shells tour. And that was, I watched a lot of that fucking VHS. I enjoyed that VHS very much. Before Ernie Reyes Jr. was Keno in the sequel, he was the stunt double for Donnie's performance. I did not know that, Lord Crashington. That's very fucking cool that he went from stunt double to actor in it. That's rad. I like that shit. That's good shit. I like when that happens. When they're just like, oh yeah, you know, we got to write a part for that guy. That guy's got something. He's a pleasure to have on set. We got to put him in the movie. All right, we're almost done with this. We're almost done with this. We're almost done with the backpack. Then we got a gun to build. I don't think I'm going to build the shield. There are parts for the shield, but I don't think the shield is in the instructions. Yeah, the shield isn't in the instructions because it's like part of the old kit. So we're not going to worry about that. We'll build the gun and we'll build the beam weapons. Oh, there's the beam shield is in here, but we do have like parts for like the other thing. Like you could customize this thing and make it look like the old kit if you wanted to. I don't want to, so I'm not going to. But you could if you wanted to. Yeah, we got to build the gun and the beam weapons. We'll build one beam weapon. We're not going to build both. All right, so because we'll do like a photo. We'll do a couple poses here. So this is 16 and 18. You can do that. We also got to panel line this. We got to just real quick panel line the big guns here. We'll get those done. I'm not racing because we're gonna go long tonight, friends. They're doing some new animated movies for TMNT for Paramount Plus. The features are centered around one of the villains. I heard that. I didn't check in because I don't have Paramount Plus and I don't care about Paramount Plus. So like eventually I will have to get it for a month and watch a bunch of shit, but it hasn't piled up enough yet, you know what I mean? Where I'm just like, oh, I got to know what's going on there. We haven't reached that point with me. We certainly might reach that point in the future, but right now we are not at that point where I got to know what's going on. Okay. almost ready to. Well, let's panel line this, and then we'll connect it all together, and then we'll take some photos. All right. So get my black marker here for the blue. Got a little bit of blue on both sides, and then the gray marker, and then we'll be just about done with this. Okay. There. They're also doing a Blue's Clues movie with all of the hosts together again. Oh, I like that. That sounds cute. That's fun. I think that's great. And then people will retweet that Yodoya picture. There was a chair. It was the Blue's Clues chair, and Yodoya was doing something, and he sat on the chair and took a photo and wrote a lie on Twitter saying, "They said if I get enough retweets, they'll let me be Steve." And people got real mad at him about that because, I mean, in some instances they got mad, one, because they knew he was lying, and so people were mad about that because they really love Blue's Clues and they wanted to come back. And two, racists got mad because Yodoya is black, and the very idea of him being Steve pissed some people off. And it was a whole fucking thing that was big and funny, and then became too big and not funny for Yodoya. And it was Yodoya. And it was a fucking bummer for that dude. But it was also, I mean, he shouldn't have lied about that shit. It should have made it way more obvious that it was a joke. But also, you know, sometimes a joke that, like, people who saw that were like I saw that tweet and I was like, ha ha ha, that dude wears a Dragon Ball jacket. That's very funny if he became the new Steve. But I also know some people that were writing for Nickelodeon at the time. So I was like, I don't know, maybe that is. I feel like he's not going to be the next Steve, but that's kind of funny. But other people were just like, what's happening here? What's going on? How come I don't know about what's happening here? Got real mad about it. It's very funny. So, but I am happy that we're getting some more Blue's Clues, because hell yeah. That's cool. That's fun. Blue's Clues is all right. I was definitely not the right age group for that when it first aired. But I could appreciate that it was a fun show. You know, I'm not a guy that gets high and watches children's programming, but I can appreciate programming that is fun for kids and stoners alike. Also, catchy, easy to sing along songs, always good for children's programming. And adult programming too, let's be real. But catchy, like easy songs, like, oh yeah, all for that. Let's go get a letter. You know, the letter song is perfect, short, easy. I mean, we had that in Pee-wee's Playhouse for damn sure. Just really catchy, easy jingles that you sing every episode. Get the people going. No problems there. Totally support that. All right, we have panel lined this. We're gonna go over with the eraser, clean it up. Then we're going to get this thing together. And I'll show off all of the modes. I have made the decision that we are doing the beam sabers, and I am not doing the gun because I don't want to. So we're going to do the two beam sabers so you can see what it looks like with the beam sabers. But I am not doing the gun. I have chosen it. It's a gun. Like, you know what it looks like. It's the rifle. It's a standard rifle. You've seen it before. You don't need to tell me to tell you what that looks like. I don't feel like I'm neglecting my due diligence by not showing you a gun assembly. It doesn't have a sticker on it, which is kind of odd because usually the site has a sticker. This one doesn't. But other than that, this is pretty damn basic here. So this is going to go like this. We got to do this into this, into this. And that goes here. Hell yeah. Yeah, so Wednesday I am doing karaoke. I am excited for a karaoke stream. It's been a hot minute. I've just been wanting to sing some songs and hang out. So that'll be this Wednesday. So please come out for that stream. It'll be fun. Thursday we'll be starting the new Gundam, as I mentioned, the new high grade. We haven't worked on yet because we're finishing the Helios tonight. Even if we did have to stay a little longer than normal, that's not a big deal. I don't mind that. So we'll get this there. And we'll get this here. This is our backpack. So we'll show the backpack. We'll do the double beam sabers with this as one photo, and then I'll do all of the weapons out secondary photo. So here is what it looks like with all the wings just hanging out. And the guns. And then I will show you what it can look like. Oops. I used some blue tack, but it was not enough. I knew that coming in, that this was going to look bad. Or this, you really do need blue tack here on the where the waist meets the chest. You really need it. It just is just, I probably need a little more blue tack in there. It just wants to separate. I knew that I had to put this on a stand because the backpack was not gonna, it was not gonna play nice. All right, so let's do the beams, which are very easy to attach here. We're just gonna get them out here. Again, like I said, it does come with a gun. We're not gonna bother with that. We're gonna just attach this here. And we'll be all set. Put the beams on there. So yeah, we're gonna take a photo. I'm gonna take a photo with the weapons. First, to attach the weapons, you've got to separate the hands, which is always frustrating. I do prefer my weapons that don't require me to separate the hands to slide in it, because it's just easier if it just slides in, but that's not how these hands are built, so can't do it like that. Gotta do it the way that they intended for you to do it. But I do like it when you don't have to separate. Because also these beam sabers are fucking dope looking. I love the vibe of that. I think that is so great and such a cool look that I don't mind it being like that there. Oops. And put this on like this. Wait, how's it go? Pointy end goes out. Great. There. All right, so now I got a photo with the beams, beam sabers. We'll take a photo like that, and then I will take a photo with all of the weapons pointed. We'll do that photo too. Let's go in here, camera, that photo, and then we will show you the cool way to make this. This thing has so many weapons that we didn't see in that photo, so I gotta do a double photo. Occasionally, I gotta do a double photo. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You gotta show it to them. Gotta show all of the weirdness of this kit. All right. Oops. Gotta show off all the weirdness. As I said, holy shit, this does not want to stay on. Very much does not. I know that I'm kind of like rushing through this part, but still, it very much does not want to stay together here. So I'm going to probably have to do more blue tack if I want to display this kit, which I haven't decided if I'm going to or not. I don't know. There's an empty spot back there for something that I can put that, you know, I would theoretically be putting this there, but it's not going to want to hold the way it needs to for this photo. So I'm probably going to, you know what I should put back there is the crimson kit. Whoa, see? Wow. You may be able to see some blue here. That's blue tack that should theoretically hold this together, and that is not doing it. So let's get this together now, and then I'll put there. Hey, Flip Flop Slap Fight raided. Thank you for the raid, folks. We are finishing up this kit, and I'm getting it ready for photography to kind of photo here. This is the Helios Gundam. Thank you for everyone that came in on the raid. Thank you, Flip Flop Slap Fight, for raiding. This is part of the Gundam Breaker Battle Log. So it is a mishmash of some kits, kit from 2019 and a kit from 2016. It's got some Gundam X vibes to it with its weapons, and I enjoy it. But the kit, the top of the kit here, our chest and our waist do not like each other that much, which is very frustrating because I am trying to do the very cool pose that you can do with this, with all of the weapons, and it does not want to do that, which is I'm going to go ahead and say shitty. It's feeling a little shitty that it doesn't want to do. I'm trying to open up all the wings here, which does look cool, but it is it's giving me some problems trying to do all that. Good evening. My setup has changed a bit here and there. I am currently in a different room in this house right now. So that is definitely a little different than normal, than my normal setup. But let's see. All right, so that's gonna go like that, and then how do these guns work? Yeah, the guns are like kind of like that. Yeah, kind of like that. All right. So we're almost ready here. Oops. Yeah, this is a kind of a mess. Wings are hard. Yes. Hey, welcome, Urban William. Happy to have you here. Welcome, Brian. I saw Elimination Chamber was in Saudi Arabia, and the reception seemed underwhelmed at best, as Orgasha. Yeah. It felt so. I didn't watch the show live. I haven't watched it in post. But a couple of the matches seemed good. The result of Elimination Chamber was expected. Exactly how we got there. Not a big fan. And not, it didn't really do anything. It unfortunately was what it was, which is not pleasant. Last week, I remember correctly, Elimination Chamber was not there. They've been doing Saudi shows. 2020, maybe they didn't do a Saudi show, but it's usually later in the year and not a big event because people had to, I'll say this, they had to cover it. I think there was a Hell in a Cell there last year. Often people I know who cover wrestling don't cover that show, but felt obliged to because it's the road to WrestleMania. So they felt obliged to have to cover that event in which they normally don't. Okay, so this kit is, some of these don't feel like kit bashes that people in the community made. This kit feels like it was like I made it. It doesn't feel like this was a Bandai approved kit bash. I'm not loving this particular thing. I think it looks rad when it's done, but getting this together was not pleasant, I'll say. Hey, Ironhide, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, we're past 11 p.m., which is unusual for me. So thank you everybody for rating, and thank you for everybody coming in. Usually I'm not up this late, but I wanted to finish this kit because I didn't want to finish it on Thursday because I want to be done with it and move on. So this is now. I would not recommend the Helios Gundam Helios, of any of the Gundam Breaker Battle Log Kit Bashes kit from kit bashing. This is the one I recommend the least because I don't think it works. Not everybody has a stand, and this is bad. I think it looks fun, but it's a pain in the ass to put together, and like I have blue tack in there, and it's not holding up. So I would say that if you were looking for a kit from Gundam Breaker Battle Log, I would say get the Barbatorus, or get the Goof Crimson, because that's a beautiful looking kit. Maybe get the the Live Lance Heaven is a nice one. But this kit, don't do the display like I'm doing here because it's just never going to work because this is sloppy. So I'm going to get a photo of this before it falls apart again in the everything's open mode. And maybe, if you get this kit, don't put it in the everything open mode. Just do it in the like, not everything, like closed mode. But yeah, not a fan of this one. My least favorite of the ones we put together. Because even like the like command ground, the repaints are fine. Like the Blazing Gundam was fine. The Sky Zero is just a Wing Zero with a repaint of Wing Zero. Like, that's fine. This one, the Perfect Strike, which is just the perfect, like the different strikes. The Perfect Strike Freedom, like, that one's fine. But this one is a weird mismatch, and I'm not a big fan. Yes, I have not built the Command Quanta yet. I have that. I have not put that together. That is a future build. That is one of two that I haven't put together yet. That I need to of this line, and then I still have to do the Astray Inverse, which is just the red frame but all black and red inverted, which looks nice. Yes, this is the Freedom and the Destiny and the Gundam X. Yeah, you're right. And it's, like I said, there are parts of this I think that are fun. And most of it was a pleasure to build, but it ended up being not fun to build. So I would not recommend it if you are looking for a kit. And there's a lot of extra pieces, which for some people that's a bonus. For me personally, I don't need all these extra parts. I do need to save the instructions because I am going to do the kit bashes that they recommend, because they were like, hey, take this from this kit and put it with there. I'm going to do that in the future. But that'll be a YouTube video and not a stream. So I'll need the backpack, and I'll need like the body of it, and I'll have to put that all together again. But yeah, don't recommend that kit. And that is going to do it. We are going to raid. That is how we end every stream. So we will go out on a raid. So feel free to come along on that. Yes, and I do have a YouTube channel, so you can watch that later. I don't know when that'll come out, but it will in the future. But we are going to raid. That is how we end every stream. So I appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out. Thank you for people hanging out on the raid. Thank you for people who came in to check out the stream. If you came in at 9 p.m. Eastern or 11 p.m. Eastern, I appreciate you being here and seeing what's up. Who's doing stuff? Oh, weird. There are a couple people that I was surprised to see streaming. We haven't rated Liz in a while. Liz is playing Klonoa. Well, thank you for subscribing to YouTube. Liz is great. Liz Star is fantastic. So we're going to go raid Liz. I don't know how much longer they're streaming, but I do want to go and support because Liz is, as I said, playing Klonoa for the first time, and she's rad. So we'll go give her a raid, and Klonoa's fun. So we'll do that. Thanks so much for being here, everybody. Feel free to come along on this raid. Again, Wednesday, karaoke night, because why the fuck not? I get to make the rules for me. And Thursday, model kit building, working on a new kit, the Beyond Global RX-72. So thanks for being here. I hope to see you in the future. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for checking out the stream. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye.